Hello everyone and welcome to highlights of this Vanarama National League South clash between Bath City and Maidstone United from Twerton Park. It's the Romans' first home game of the season as they take on opposition from Kent for a second week running. Last week's 6-goal thriller at Prince's Park will live long in the memory, especially Jordan Thomas's stoppage time leveller. It rescued a point for Jerry Gill's side, who ended with 10 men following Jack Batten's late dismissal. Maidstone also came from behind last Saturday, albeit in less dramatic circumstances. 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦's penalty and Rhys Greenidge's close-range finish saw them recover at home to Slough, who, like City, finished a player light after Dan Bayliss' second-half red card. The win was the Stones' first in the league since last November, a run of 25 games they tumbled out of the National League just 12 months after reclaiming their place there. Scott Wilson is in from the off for Bath. Last week he scored for a 6th successive match, following on from last season. If he scores today, he's the first to score in 7 successive games in all competitions since Paul Randall in early 1990. Joe Raines also replaces the suspended Jack Batten. He and Jordan Dyer will be available for the Eastbourne match next week. Maidstone have made 3 changes. In attack, Levi Amanci is in for Ogo Obi, and Devonte Aransibia replaces Lamar Reynolds. Defensively, Chi Izanolim is in place of Rafe Brown. All 3 players coming in are making their first starts for the club. Amanci netted here last August for Braintree in a 3-1 defeat. Commentary for this game is provided by Bath City Radio's Andrew Kerslake and Quentin Edwards.
And City playing down towards the Bath end for this first half.
They are, and as referee Eddie gets us underway, ball immediately goes out to the centre-back and a long ball forward that's aimed for 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗦, but headed away by Parcell Morgan. He does a diagonal ball, but he slips as he strikes it, but still finds his target of Jordan Thomas on this left-hand side. Does well, and he whips in a ball up to the edge of the area. Oof, and Russ comes in and he claims a corner, goes behind for a goal kick. Looked a goal kick to me. City pick up possession with Hayfield in the centre circle, lays it out to Clark on the right-hand side. City attacking the Bath end, looks to take on. The fullback gets it in, but his cross is too close to Kovalon, which Liam Soul will take. Goes back to his captain, and then helps it on to his keeper. And he's got himself in a bit of trouble here, the keeper, as Wilson intercepts it. He's well out, he's wide. Does he go? He goes to the far post, and I don't know whether that was a misplaced shot or what, but is helped away by Izanolim. It's very diverse on this radio station, isn't it?
Next week's history lesson.
Yeah, and that's a foul by Hoyt, a slightly unintentional one. It's caught Thomas just inside the Maidstone half, a little bit high. It is a yellow card for the Maidstone captain, and I think that's probably the right decision. And but Russ is back. Now a ball over the top looking for Wilson, but brilliant defending by Hoyt as he tucks in from right back. But then Smith with a shot just over the bar as Kelly lost out 25 yards out. And it's quite central, a shot that didn't dip enough. But that's the closest we've come from either team to a goal this afternoon.
And I thought Smith did exceptionally well there. Won the ball and had to shoot instantly.
Right,
I don't know whether it's going up the slope or, you know, the journey or whatever. But they certainly are looking more languid than they were in that slow game.
Well, here's Amanci breaking forward on that left-hand side. He does clip a ball, just over the head of 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦. Otherwise, he looks certain to score just maybe 6 inches over him. It really was close. It may have not been that much. And certainly Maidstone's best opportunity.
Best cross into the box by a long way. And 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗦, well, if he hadn't had a haircut a few weeks back, that would have been in the back of the net.
Yeah, and I think it was Aransibia with the cross, I think actually. But the closest they've come. Now what's happened here? Something in the tunnel. Not sure what's going on in here. There's a throw to City on halfway. The referee has gone towards the tunnel.
Well, I think
there's no manager.
I think he's gone down the tunnel. Everybody's looking slightly mystified.
He's now talking to the Maidstone bench.
For Wilson, it's got to be in space for something for him to turn and run onto.
That's right, and Maidstone again. So a little bit of anxiety amongst the City crowd. They sense this game turning Maidstone's way, but still 0-0. And here he goes, Sol with a shooting opportunity on the edge of the box. I thought he was going to hit it with his left foot, turned on his right, but here's a chance. He goes, bends for the corner, and just wide from Amanci, left-footed. and aiming for that far post, didn't curl in enough with that receiving that throw. Gives the ball away, and that allows Amanchi to get the wrong side of 𝗛𝗚𝗛. 𝗛𝗚𝗛 is all on his own in the middle, but a poor ball by Amanchi. Immediately puts his head in his hands as his cross just goes straight into the grateful arms of Ollie Wright. And City a bit of a let-off because 𝗛𝗚𝗛...
He had time and space, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, and Clark, I should say, pulled down twice there. First by 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛, and I'm trying to see who the second one was. Was it Conor Kelly, I think? And he receives a yellow card, the second Maidstone player. Chipping have equalised down at Havant against 10 men Havant. As the ball should fill nicely for Wilson on the far side. Tries a low ball, and it should be a 1-0! Jordan Thomas coming in at the far post. Wilson escaped somehow on the right-hand side, drove a low ball across the 6-yard box beyond 2 Maidstone defenders, and there was Jordan Thomas making it 2-2 for the City player. And well, it's undeserved, it's not deserved. 40 minutes gone, Bath City 1, Maidstone United 0.
It was simple and it was beautiful. Wilson down that side on the right-hand side, got a yard or two of space. I think he looked up and saw Thomas at the far post, put a low ball across, and Thomas just running onto it. Really, just only had to touch it into the net. But, well, it's really good when you sign a forward, you play 2 games and he's got a goal in each of them.
Maidstone. And Morgan's done really well there because Manchi won the header comfortably against 𝗛𝗚𝗛, but he read where it was going to go. He got there before 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 and set City in motion again. Clark on halfway.
I can remember
another diagonal ball, looking for Thomas again. Is he going to get on to the end? He is! He makes it 2-0! What a ball by Ewan Clark! 2 goals in 2 minutes, and City have taken an absolute grip on this hand. A fantastic ball and a very calm finish. Slips it across, gets in behind Gavin Hoyt, and as Taunton equaliser Aveley, City go 2-0 up here at Twerton. Jordan Thomas on the double.
And it's about being in the right place at the right time, and twice Thomas has demonstrated how good he is at that. And I was thinking after that first goal, it reminded me of something that Aidy Britton once said, which is that every side you're playing against will probably have 20 good minutes in a game, and it's how you handle those 20 minutes. And Maidstone, as we said, were on top for quite a period of time. City kept them out, and then 2 very simple chances. Coming up to half-time, bang, you're 2-0 up.
2 goals in 2 minutes, you're 2-0 down. 44 minutes gone, City 2, Maidstone 0. And I certainly didn't see that coming. He's made some long free kick. They try and break. Thomas again. And he's beaten Hoyt again, and Hoyt can't touch him. Hoyt's on a caution, and just got the wrong side of the Maidstone skipper, and then he drives a ball in. Oh, I think 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 slipped it. Hayfield drives one in straight at Coverlan, I should say, and that was a very clean hit by the City number 8. But yeah, definitely question marks on the Maidstone keeper for not coming and clearing out that second ball. As 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 goes down, I thought Greenslade got he's given a penalty. And I thought Greenslade got the ball and knocked it away, but the referee, after a long think about it, has given a penalty to Maidstone. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 got the wrong side of the City man, stuck a leg out. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 has gone over.
I think that's a little bit unfortunate. It's
unfortunate. Yeah, it's difficult to know. If you didn't get the ball, it's a penalty, isn't it?
And also from our angle, not as easy to see.
No.
We're the wrong side to see how much of a leg went down. He did hesitate for a minute, the referee there.
He's looking at his assistant, and obviously his assistant's given him a nod. So, 47th minute, 2nd minute of added time, a great chance for 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 to get Maidstone back in this game. Here he comes, low to keep his way, saved! Brilliant by, it wasn't a great penalty, but it's still a decent save by Ollie Wright. And City led up, Oh, it's a throw into Maidstone. The City just breaking, didn't realise the ball had gone out of play. But the cross comes in now. And 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 in a great, super save, tips it onto the bar by Wright. 6 yards out, 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 with a header. Wright berates his defence for letting the Maidstone player. I think Ben Morgan's getting the worst of it. And 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 is sitting there. He can't believe it that he's been denied twice.
That was an absolutely great save.
Yeah.
He had no time on that at all.
two moments that 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧 really probably should have scored, but well, definitely should have ball to the far post. I think this will be it. Referee puts his whistle to his mouth. Well, a very satisfactory half for City. They're 2-0 up, and Hayfield would have been away on this right-hand side, but intercepted. Thus, with a long diagonal ball, looking for Ewan Clark, finds him. Oh, I think he's made the most of that, hasn't he? Oh, yellow card for the left back.
I think he was body checked.
Body check?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt in the referee. I've read that wrong then. 51 minutes. And 𝗛𝗜𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧 receives Maidstone's third caution of the game.
I think he made sure that Clark wasn't going to go past him there.
OK. Free kick's wide right, like 15 yards from the byline. It is Clark who drives it in. Oh, flicks off. Could come to Smith on the left-hand side. He's looking to get it on his right foot. Then he decides to clip it in with his left, but it's blocked. Comes back out now to Russ. He clips the ball in, and that should be dealt with. And actually, that's the wrong player. I think it's Hoyt who headed it away. And Maidstone trying to build on the right with Soul now. Lays it in. Shooting opportunity for 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧. It's held up. Lays it back to Soul. Can he get a shot away with his left foot? He can. Takes deflection off Smith and goes behind for a corner, which George Fowler's going to take. Drives it out to the edge of the penalty area. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛 and Morgan, and a header. Ooh, comes in from a Manchi there. That is the first time we scored 2 at home to Maidstone since 1978. I wasn't here that day. I remember us winning 1-0 here. Dave Singleton smashing one in.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it is. And, oh, that could be a corner. Oh, Rhys Greenidge gets slightly lucky there. That was just a hoofed clearance. I think 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛. He puts a diagonal ball to the far post, and it's headed back, but Parcells positioned well to clear, and he gets it away to Jordan Thomas, who loves a dribble wherever you are and does well. And then, does he get the ball out? No, he doesn't get it to Wilson. As another Maidstone player pulls up, slightly injured, 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 himself. But it's Maidstone on the attack, get the ball out here to Graft. He's looking, goes on his right, then his left. But that's what I mean about Ewan Clark. Does brilliantly there and then goes down. And I have to say, that's not a free kick. He played himself into trouble. He should have probably laid the ball. As Greenidge then comes in. And Maidstone again there, passing on the edge of the penalty area, not great. And Greenslade battling for it twice. He's penalised now, and that's going to be a yellow card, I think, for the City man. It is indeed. 70th minute, first card for City. As a free kick comes in, takes a massive deflection, which will take it way over the crossbar. Corner on the far side to Maidstone. Cody Cook coming on by looks of things. I assume it's Scott Wilson. He's told to go off on the far side of the pitch, quite rightly. Wilson will no doubt be disappointed, but he's worked his socks off out there, aiming for probably just inside the City penalty area. Does. Right comes and stays at home. It comes back to go on a good header out again by Morgan. Does another ball, and again right comes for that. Comes emphatically just outside his 6-yard box. Clear call. Very good from the City man. He really has been very good today. Very good today. City trying to build it. Got a good ball in. Hayfield got some space here. Gets it out to Clark on the right edge of the penalty area. Drives a low ball in early. Smith with a little back flick. Doesn't come back to him off Greenidge. Greenidge does a bit, and a clever little flick by Smith as the ball was slightly behind him. Clear for Clark in the 76th minute here.
I get the feeling this is as much for Clark's protection as anything else. He's had a couple of knocks on that ankle. They'll want him fit for Tuesday night.
Certainly, the centre-back seemed, well, certainly Greenidge seems very comfortable. And this looks like Thomas is going to lose the ball, but somehow he comes away with it, and then he dallies too long and does lose the ball in dangerous place, and that's going to be a yellow card for Luke Russ, no doubt about that. They take it short. Bone clips it up to the far post. He got a man over on the far post. The header comes in, but is offside anyway, but goes straight into the grateful arms of Ollie Wright. This is where I hope they go forward. You know, if they go back, and Freer's done well. Nice little touch and a ball in. Oh, Cody Cook with a good chance at the near post. It stayed in, actually. Thomas picks up the ball on the byline. Oh, and then his little ball inside. Not accurate enough. As Hayfield does make way for Chris Lines in the 87th minute. Well, it could have easily been more. The corner comes in. It's well defended there at the near post. I think it was Fowler. Can't be certain, but Thomas here with his twinkly feet looking to go past two. He's pulled back. He does go past two. Clips the ball into the far post, but Cook had come into the near, or was coming into the near post. Smith was at the near post, just behind for a goal kick. Maidstone now looking to get a goal back. As Morgan goes in, it comes to Bone. He hits one low, and it should be comfortable. It is a diving save, got his head on several. And I think 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧 as well. And it's a fantastic pass by Lines. That's straight out the Football League. Finds Cook on the left-hand side and looking for support. Can he get the ball over to... No, he can't get the ball over, but then it comes over. Can Smith get a shot away? Great chance for Smith. It's in! Tom Smith, 5 yards out, smashes it in, and there's complaints by Maidstone looking for offside. Not a chance. And the ball certainly didn't go out either. And Tom Smith hammers it home. If there was any doubt about the result, that has just dissolved. Tom Smith, 3-0.
I thought he was about to get it caught under his foot again. He sort of juggled with it for a moment before eventually he managed to connect and bang in the back of the net. Much the joy of the 1100 crowd here at Twerton Park this afternoon. No penalty there for Smith, in case you were wondering.
No, sorry. It's just the way Corn went down. You thought, surely not. City got a chance here. Cook's gone too early. Oh, fouled by Bone. Referee going to bring that one back for certain, and a caution for Bone in the 97th minute. No, but that's not going to be the way. He is going to blow it for full time now. 52 and a half minutes played. A wonderful afternoon for Bath City here. First home game of the season. They disposed of one of the title favourites in comprehensive fashion. Bath City 3, Maidstone United 0. Goals from Jordan Thomas in the 40th and 42nd minute. A missed penalty by Wanjo Smith, was saved low to his right by Ollie Wright just before half-time. And then in the 92nd minute, Tom Smith buried a chance from close range in off the underside of the crossbar to secure the win for City, and a very, very good start here for the season. A away draw at Dartford, a win here at home, and 6 goals scored. A clean sheet today, which I'll be delighted about, bearing in mind 2 central defenders suspended. Excellent goalkeeping performance by Ollie Wright. City would be very pleased.
I was going to come back to you on that, Brendan, and say, you know, we were talking at the start of this match about the new signings. Rank them in order of your pleasure.
Well, I'm totally biased to 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧. I was completely sold by him on that performance for Oxford City.
He completely sold their defence a number of times.
15 months ago, 16 months ago, whenever it was. I thought he was outstanding that day in terms of his ability on the ball. And he is a player, I know he's playing for the opposition. It was a fantastic game, 3-3 that day. He got me off my seat type thing, you know, apart from standing up. But he was brilliant, and he's done the same today.
So, thank you very much. No stone has been unturned. It's been absolutely rolled away this afternoon. The City go out 3-0 victors at Maidstone United. Thank you so much for being with us. I look forward to you joining us once again.